What you sow shall you reap. जो आपने बोया है आप वही काटेंगे. Welcome back children to my YouTube channel. Today we are here back again for the value education class, and I started my video with a thought which means कि जैसा आप करते हो वैसा आप पाते हो. The way you will think, the way God will create the situations, and the same way the things will happen around you. So that is why it is said you should always think positive and the positive things will happen. So children, today we are going to start the next lesson, lesson number 12, and the name of that lesson is Think Positive. Think positive and positive things will happen. This is what I told you in the starting, that if you are thinking positive, then everything around you will be happening in a positive way. The positive thinker sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and achieves the impossible. So if you are thinking in a positive way, you can see what everyone cannot see, because you'll see the path which everyone cannot see, because they are full of negative thoughts and they will say, oh हमसे नहीं होगा. But if you are a positive thinker, you will find out way for anything and you will feel intangible. मतलब आप किसी चीज में फंसे हुए महसूस नहीं करोगे, and you can achieve even which is impossible. This is what Winston Churchill said. I can't do it. So if you are a positive thinker, you'll cut that T from can't, because there is nothing which you cannot do. There is everything we can do. किसी ने सोचा था कि स्कूल ऑफलाइन हो सकता है कभी भी? No one has even dreamt of it. But yes, situation ऐसी आई that we all started the offline classes, है ना, सॉरी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस. ऑफलाइन करते करते हम ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में आ गए, एंड हियर जो हमने चीजें नहीं भी इमेजिन की थी, दैट ऑल थिंग्स आर हैपनिंग एंड वी आर इवन डूइंग. सो हियर इफ यू आर thinking in a positive way, you will become strong, encouraged, happy, motivated, enterprising, imaginative, optimistic, determined. Strong का मतलब आपको पता ही है. Encourage यानी आप कोई भी काम करने से पीछे नहीं हटोगे, हमेशा खुश रहोगे, किसी भी काम करने के लिए हमेशा मोटिवेटेड रहोगे. अरे क्या काम दे दिया गया है हमें, हम कैसे करेंगे? बट इफ यू आर मोटिवेटेड, अरे क्यों नहीं करेंगे? देयर इज नथिंग विच आई कैन नॉट डू, आई विल डू इट. ठीक है. एंड आप इंटरप्राइज करोगे, दैट मीन्स आप खुद इनिशिएटिव लेकर के काम करना शुरू कर दोगे, दूसरों की हेल्प करना शुरू कर दोगे, एंड यू विल बिकम मोर इमेजिनेटिव. यू विल थिंक ऑफ different ways a work can be done. You will be always optimistic. Optimistic मतलब हमेशा positive रहोगे, and determined to do whatever you have decided. So here is a small story of thinking positive. So one who sees the bright side, हमेशा कोई भी अगर किसी भी चीज का हमेशा अच्छा साइड देखता है, that person always succeeds, and this is what called positive thinking. And on the other hand, if you're always thinking negative, that will always make you sad. जो भी आपका courage होगा वो भी चला जाएगा, hope जो भी होगी that will also be gone. So we should always try to be positive, and we should always try to help others to think in a positive way. So here is a small story where P. Das is the sales manager of a company, of a manufacturing company, and that company is suffering from loss for last few months. As you can also correlate the same story during this corona pandemic, that many of the factories, many of the companies are going in loss. So he calls upon the sales representative of the company for a conference. उसने sales representative को बुलाया, and with a short conference, Mr. Das fastened a piece of white paper on the display board. Fasten मतलब उसको चिपका दिया. ठीक है, एक white paper उन्होंने display board पे चिपका दिया है. At the center of the paper, he makes a black spot, और बीचों बीच में क्या बना दिया, एक black spot. And now he is asking the sales representatives one by one to tell that what you can see on that white paper. White जो paper उस पे क्या है, ठीक है. And most of the representatives, here the names are given, Shobhit, Raina, Mohit, Suchi, they all replied that it is a black dot. And when he asked to just give a second chance and think what else it is visible, isn't there anything apart from the black dot, कुछ और नहीं है black dot के अलावा, please try to find out. So again the answer was no, because they cannot see anything except that black dot on that white sheet. Now Mr. Das explained that this is the reason why we are not getting success in the market. Why? Because everyone is noticing the spot. छोटा सा spot है मगर उस spot को notice कर रहे हैं, but there is a large portion of the white space, empty space, and that is the brighter side. So that means no one is noticing the positive side of the things. They all are thinking about the negative sides. So now you have to go back to your territories, that means your own departments, and you have to look about the opportunities. Rather than आप problem को लेकर आओ मेरे पास, आप opportunities को लेके आओ कि what can be done in that situation. And if you will start thinking in a positive way, definitely the company's sale will touch the peaks, यानी कि सबसे high हो जाएगी. Similarly, we say a half filled glass of water. It is half empty, rather you say it is half full. ठीक है, so you should always take each and every situation in a positive way. अगर आपके साथ कुछ बुरा भी हो रहा है तो घर में भी बोला जाता है ना कि भगवान उसके पीछे भी कुछ अच्छा रखे होंगे, इसलिए उन्होंने ऐसा किया है आपके साथ. So you should just try to console yourself, and again you should think that something good is going to happen, and you should always look for the brighter side. अच्छी उसका जो भी उसका better side है उसके बारे में सोचते हुए you should work in your stream, and definitely you will excel and you'll reach the peak, definitely. And in that way you'll earn the respect also, क्योंकि अगर आप positive हैं तो आप अपने चारों तरफ positivity फैलाएंगे, and everyone will be happy around you, right? So children, now we are going to discuss the fill in the blanks and the true false of this lesson. The very first fill in the blanks is negative thinking leads to loss of dash and dash. What does it loses? Opportunities and courage. You lose your opportunities and you lose your courage. So the first two blanks, negative thinking leads to loss of opportunities and courage. The next fill in the blanks is Mr. Das's company was suffering losses for last few months. क्या हो रहा था? Loss हो रहा था, right? तो losses. Mr. Das's company was suffering losses for last few months. Now the next fill in the blanks, Mr. Das tagged a, क्या tag किया था उन्होंने? White sheet on the notice board. So the answer is white sheet. Mr. Das tagged a white sheet on the notice board. The next fill in the blanks is everybody saw a dash on the paper sheet. Mr. Das ने क्या बनाया था उस white paper पे? Black spot. So everybody saw a black spot on the paper sheet. The answer is black spot. The last fill in the blanks has two blanks. We should look for dash rather than at entertaining dash in life. We should look for opportunities rather than entertaining difficulties in life. ठीक है, we should look for opportunities rather than entertaining difficulties in life. Children, in the first fill in the blanks I have mistaken वहां पर करेक्ट आंसर होगा नेगेटिव थिंकिंग लीड्स टू द लॉस ऑफ करेज एंड होप. The negative thinking leads to loss of courage and hope. Now coming to the true and false. Brighter side is the positive aspects of things. Correct statement, true statement. Brighter side is the positive aspect of things. The next statement is, if we do not think positive, we lose courage and hope. Correct. If we are not thinking in a positive way, we'll lose courage and hope. Exactly correct. So this is a true statement. None could find any spot on the paper Mr. Das tagged on the board. This is a false statement because everyone was only noticing that black spot. So this is a false statement. Shobhit replied correctly. False. No one was able to reply it correctly and satisfy Mr. Das. So this is also a wrong statement. The last statement, Mr. Das is hopeful and the sale will go up. Yes, absolutely correct. Mr. Das is hopeful and he is an optimistic person. He is a positive thinker and that is why the sale will go up. This is a true statement. Children, I hope you will also be a positive thinker and you'll learn a lesson from here which are going to implicate in your life, which you are going to apply in your life to always be optimistic and a positive thinker. Thank you children and have a good day.